right, we're rolling.
We're rolling? Well, let's slap a number. If we're going to roll, let's slap.
This, I believe, is episode 321.
We are... Where the hell are we? Are we in Garnett, Kansas?
I think we are, yeah.
Is it Garnett, Kansas, or Garnett?
Today it's Garnett.
Is it 2 T's or 1 T?
14 T's.
It's 14.
Yeah.
That's exactly
like
what I
Kevin
guessed.
Garnett,
14 T's.
Yeah.
14 T's.
Very well educated.
12, yeah, 12 or 7.
This is the countdown episode.
Is it the what?
3, 2, 1. The countdown.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Da-da-da-da.
All right. Is final count? Are we going to die?
Oh, that's what I should have said. This is the final countdown.
Oh.
Well, hopefully not. We need many more shows and SlapperCast episodes after this one, so we'll just call it the countdown.
All right. Or the count. Sorry. Anyway, we are we're heading towards Weston, Missouri. Last night's gig was amazing. Snorefest.
Yeah.
25. Yeah, it was. Oh man. What do the kids say? Off the chain. Oh, that's what they want. No. We don't want to talk about it.
No.
But yeah, we're going up to O'Malley's in the Wild Weston. O'Malley's pub, 6 stories underground, and that's deep. That's far. We can probably get some oil while we're down there. Great beer, great staff. Always a great time. If you're not having fun in Weston, you're not living. You're not alive. You're dead. So what's new? What are we doing?
What are we doing?
We are we're slapping because it's every day is slapper day.
What are we open with in Weston?
First song?
First song,
Kerfuffy.
first day.
Kerfuffy.
Kerfuffy?
No question. Anybody else?
Second song.
What's first song? Anybody else?
I'm good with Kerfuffy. It's always a good opener.
All right. No better ideas, Chad?
I think Grace would be a good one for that run.
Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're wrong. Did you ever tell? Was this ever mentioned on SlapperCast
What?
that you changed your name to Grace? That you were Chad Grace for a while?
I may have mentioned it in a previous episode.
Okay, just checking.
Just had deja vu. Did we talk
Did
about
you?
this? I think we did.
I'm wondering.
I don't know what we're talking about recently.
I know. That's why I always think that you want to play that song. It's like, that's what I do.
I never even thought about that until you mentioned it.
Well, there you go. Now this song's going to take on a whole new meaning. What's new this week? We are. Well, I tell you what's new. There's a bad word. That's really pretty. I want to jump in there.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a very bad word, and you know that we don't like to say bad words here on SlapperCast. But there's a bad word, and it's called Dallas. And I'm going to say that word today with a little less bitterness in it. I'm going to say we've spoken to our friends of ours at Gillespie's Irish Tavern just outside of Dallas, and it looks like we're going to have a new home in Dallas. We were playing at the wonderful Sherman Festival a couple of weeks back, free now, and just played with our friends Plunk Murray, who are regulars there, River Driver, who are regulars there, and the owners came running down as soon as we were sound checking, and they said, "What the hell is that? We want that. Let us have that." We said, "Yes, you can take this." And so been on the phone with them a couple of times. Looks like we're going to be doing halfway to Paddy's Day, September 19th. Also Thanksgiving. I think we're going to be doing the weekend after Thanksgiving there.
Oh, cool.
Which is going to be really, really fun.
Nice.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. Their food is... Oh, can you get a shot of that? It's probably too late. That is amazing. There's a little lake house down there.
Yeah.
It's very small.
I didn't see
Really
it.
pretty.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked because we're in Kansas and all I've seen are cows and they're all like sitting like this. They're bored out of their minds because they're in Kansas. Anyway, so look at that. Yeah, that's it. Focus. I'm going to tell you this. The food, they brought us down some of their samples. Gillespie's. Oh my God, they know what the hell they're doing. It's.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the mac and
It was
cheese?
like a barbecue
Bacon,
Yes.
mac and cheese. And I don't like mac and cheese. I think that's you like the white chocolate. Thank you, Mel.
What?
The white chocolate, the pretzels that she gave us way back. I think it was.
That was it.
Oh, they were really good.
They were
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that was your exception to a rule.
That was. I was driving home. And I was like, I'm starving. What the
Yeah.
fuck? There was white bread. I said, well, I'll just eat it. And I was like, what the fuck is that? It was so good. It was anyway. But same thing with Gillespie. I was like, I'm just not a mac and cheese I don't like it. Never order it. And they brought us down to Sam. It was knocked down, just punched in the mouth. Good. It was just whoa. You tried it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't
Did you try it, Frank?
Yeah, I tried it. Yeah, it was really good. Like you said, definitely not your average mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Well above it.
Yeah, a couple of other little samples things that was just amazing. So we know their food's good, and we've heard from these other bands that play there that it's a wonderful venue. And I told them my concern with Dallas has always been we get there, we play, and the club closes. Yeah. And I think it's happened 4 times, and it's just a lot of places you just don't care to remember them because they were very forgetful. One place in particular told us, that they had a PA. Oh yeah, we have everything, and we got up there, they had nothing, and we're scrambling. I was saying, is that a fucking joke? I mean, what do you mean you have sound and lights? And we get there and they go, oh, we have a speaker that barely works, and we didn't bring it.
Karaoke machine, like a
barely, yeah,
a little Sony,
yeah. or the guy that showed up at that one festival and he had the tiny little amplifier, and there was room for like 2,000 people, and he's sitting there going, I don't know. I said, hold on, son. That's it. Anyway,
I was just saying, it's weird that it's been a long time since we just never seem to have nailed down a regular spot in Dallas, which is strange. So Dallas and San Antonio have been challenging for some reason.
Yes, well, it's a different market. It's a whole different market. But anyway, not just bypassing all that crap. We've spoken to. They've seen our set. They know that we have. They know that we know what we're doing and blah blah. So I think it's going to be a great partnership, and I think we're going to be. I know that we're going to be able to build a really good crowd for them there. And if you're interested in coming along, I would look up Gillespie's Irish Tavern and check out their menu, because it's not shamrock fries and shillelagh burgers. It's not any of that crap. It's real food created by chefs. Which is a delight for me. So all that said, we'd spoken a couple of weeks ago about movies of our lives. Very, very silly concept, but I've been thinking a lot about it. Has anybody else had any more thoughts of who would play you in a movie if you were going to do a biopic, and you were going to do your like anybody?
I thought of one for Chad.
Who was that?
Yeah, because you made a comment about the hair, and I was like, no, I got somebody that's not because of that. Richard Gere. I think Richard Gere would play a good Chad.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there a role that you've seen him in that would be comparable to his personality?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman?
Yep. Pretty Woman.
And I have 2 thoughts here.
Because he finds his girl in that movie, man. You know what I mean? It's like,
okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like the right.
I'm not.
Chad's even killed, I think.
So the hooker with a heart of gold, that's how you
he
see
doesn't
it.
have to be that part of it, but yeah.
Chad only sees what he wants to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, I mean, you are loaded in that movie.
I know.
No,
I thought that was a good one.
All right.
I think it's
Richard
a good
Gere.
cast.
All right.
I'm trying to imagine Richard Gere with a shaved head.
Oh, he doesn't have to have a shaved head. He can just. I guess he does. Yeah, buzz it off.
What's the movie about me or not?
That buzz it off.
All right.
Well, he wouldn't mind. What's yours, Frank?
Yeah, I thought of a couple. So one for myself, one for Tober, actually. So I'll start with myself. So I think Mike Myers, played the Cat in the Hat in Shrek, just various animations. It's very silly, goofy stuff, and I think I just have a gut feeling that he'd do a good job just covering my personality in a movie. So then for Turbo, I think Leonardo DiCaprio.
I think he's trying to borrow money.
Yeah. You want a loan or something?
Yeah.
He's on to me.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I just, as you're saying that, I was thinking, I think Tommy Lee Jones could probably play me. Very serious, very...
Tommy Lee Jones.
There was a terrible movie called The Fugitive a while back.
Oh yeah.
Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. But I kind of see myself as as that Tommy Lee Jones character is very quick to cut down, quick to insult.
Where he's like, I didn't kill my wife. And Tommy Lee Jones goes, I don't care.
Yeah.
I love that part. It's like, yes.
Yeah, it's just, and I keep thinking about that Woody Harrelson Turbo correlation. I don't see it. Are we at a funeral?
I still think my favorite was when I've told you that before, and you're like, no way. And then we had people say it.
Yes.
And I'm like,
I saw them say it to you.
I'm like,
I was like, what's he talking about? Yeah.
It's when I have my beanie on, and obviously when I'm shaved.
Yeah.
It's when I have my beanie on.
Yeah.
It's like the profile. I don't know.
Speaking of shaved, manscaping, yes or no? Just kidding. I don't give a fuck.
Hard yes.
Well, you can't be. Oh, it's hard yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I go. Yeah. So anyway, the movie idea was stolen from two English comedians that I saw talking about doing it. So again, back to the so if Richard Gere is playing Chad, what part of and same question for, because you had said Michael J. Fox, was that before the shakes or after? So if you were if it's SlapperCast, we don't hold back. If which one of those two actors would play you forming your first band?
Oh.
And what would the scene be?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox would be.
See?
That's what I still had hair back then, so. Yeah. Now, the scene would be, there would have to be a scene where I go see Stop Making Sense for the first time with my friend Nathan. I've been trying to think who would play Nathan.
Speak up.
I've been trying to think who would play Nathan in that scene when I went to go see Stop Making Sense for the first time.
Nathan who?
Nathan Wallace. He's, you met him, actually. You met him a couple times. So.
Yeah, this is for SlapperCast.
This is part of the story. Come on. God damn it.
Well, then lay it out.
I'm thinking.
I can smell the wood burning. Yeah.
I think maybe a young Sean Astin might play Nathan.
Who's that?
In that scene.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Astin. He was in Goonies, yeah. He was the kind of the lead.
Sean
role
Penn
in
could
Goonies.
play you.
Sean Penn, really?
Sean Penn, yes.
Like, what was the name of his character in Ridgemont High?
I didn't see that movie.
Oh, you never saw it?
Yeah.
Spicoli.
Yeah, Somali.
Yeah, Spicoli, yeah.
Yeah, no, he could play you.
Yeah.
People don't give him enough credit. That's a good actor, right? Anyway,
He's a great
go ahead.
actor.
So on with the scene.
Well, there's not much. We go into movie theater in middle of the afternoon, in summer of 1985, and go see this movie, and it fucking blows my mind. So then later, this is gonna be a really boring encapsulation. See, I meet Dwight, who I think would be played by Steve Zahn.
Don't know who that is either.
And we form a band called Elemental Penguin.
Yeah, you'd have to change that.
That's it.
Okay. So,
Penguins mate for life. Did you know that?
what?
Penguins mate for life.
Mate for life?
Mate for life. Fun fact about penguins.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah, it is.
That's boring.
Oh, I like that.
No, that's awful. Anyway, so Frank, who would play you going into Boy Scouts? Was it Boy Scouts?
Yeah, Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts of America.
Okay, Boy Scouts of America.
So who would play me
Sounds
like
like a cult.
in that role?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
I got one for him.
And the scene going. Who you got?
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
The kid from
I know
the
that
Wonder
name.
Years. The show The Wonder Years. Fred Savage would be his Boy Scout version.
Fred Savage. I see it.
Yep.
I see that.
I trust y'all's judgment and opinion on that for sure.
He doesn't know who you're talking about.
Okay, so
You ever seen The Princess Bride?
Oh yeah, I've seen The Princess.
He's the kid that the
Who they're reading the story
Columbo's reading the story to.
to. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I approve. That gets
All right.
my stamp of approval.
So what's the scene?
it's like the scene in Boy Scouts at it.
You got caught, you got framed for murder, and then they put you in Boy Scouts to straighten you out. Would that be the opening scene?
Perfect.
All right. All right.
And then it's like, yeah, have to. So like we're camping at a summer campground or so. Whatnot. I have to wake up at a specific time. Get dressed. Eat. Go to merit badge classes. Learn life. Learn like kind of wilderness, outdoor life skills, that sort of thing. And kind of militaristic in a way. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not super glamorous or anything. Basically, just being outdoors all day.
Very cool. Very cool. So, Turbo, your scene and who would play you?
Super young?
Doesn't have to be anytime. The movie could be a Tarantino style. Can start anywhere and work backwards and forwards. So we're just doing a scene, a memorable scene in the movie.
I would go in the future. I would say, or in the later. I would say when my first son was born.
Your first son?
Oh man, I was just.
That's a story. That's its own. You need you need a trilogy nearly. You need because the Havasu years that's going to be rated XXX
For sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
we have
stories that I don't share.
Yeah.
But no, I just remember that day. I was like, I mean, it sounds kind of cliche, but I was just overwhelmed with just like when he was born. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a dad. I just remember going, game on, So that'd be a good moment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who would play me in that part, but
that's what we're here for.
That's the part.
Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
No, we need
hold the head.
Yeah. No, we need who would do that?
Pauly Shore, like dude, bro. I was trying to think of the dude, bro guy.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson?
Yeah, you can do that.
That'd be good.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my scene, which I'm cheating because we talked about this last night, but my opening scene would be my mother, Sally Field, listening to my Iron Maiden record in the house in Killiney, County Dublin, Ireland, and me walking down the street and go, who the fuck is listening to my music? Who's got my on it? And who would play me in that scene? I think somebody, I'm gonna say Javier Bardem.
I was just thinking about that earlier. That's crazy.
With that hair, No Country for Old Men hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yes.
I kind of had a sheepdog hair, so
Like a bowl cut with the comes down?
No,
yeah.
Shoulder length.
It's just my eyes. My mother's like, how can you see anything? Oh, shut up, look cool.
Like a helmet.
Yeah. It was awful. Awful.
Please let me see a picture. Can we insert picture right here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, you're kind of evil, but we'll get some. Good.
If I remember, I'll do it.
That's what I said.
$5? Like, what do we got to do here?
So a couple of episodes ago, we were coming back from somewhere, and we were talking about this goofy idea of movies and who would play whom in roles, stuff like that. And it really has been. I've even been thinking about animated, and having voices, people.
Like the character. That'd be good.
Very, very silly, very, very silly.
What's the worst haircut you've had? Is that it?
That was it.
That was it?
Easily. Wasn't a haircut. That wasn't a hairdo. It was a hair don't.
Oh, I had a terrible one.
Did you?
Yeah, it was like I played basketball in like junior high and high school, and a bunch of the basketball players on the team, they like shaved their heads, but it was like you shaved right here around to the skin, and then the top was just a little buzz. I'm not kidding, dude. It looked like a penis, dude. It was like, we had it for like half a year.
Whoa.
Yes. And mine was red. So it was just like, it was cool around all the basketball guys because they all kind of thought it was funny and cool, but man, I got some flack for that.
Yeah, I bet.
It was...
Frank, worst haircut?
It was rough.
Worst haircut. I think just... honestly, my hair is really... I've never really grown out my hair like super long or anything. I would say just... probably worst haircut. I used to wear my hair like straight down, but But I've corrected that. I just comb it to the side now, and so yeah, I really don't have too much for you on that.
So
front.
the current haircut? That's what you're saying?
No,
I'm
it's
just
a
teasing.
modified. I've modified my hairdo to what it is now.
All right. Chad, worst haircut?
Anything. That's easy. Anything that I did in my early 20s to try to hide the fact that I was balding would classify as worst.
Do you have any photographs of it? Any
Yeah,
evidence?
unfortunately, yeah. It's painful to look at for me now.
Oh, really?
Oh, we gotta dig these up.
Oh, it's so bad. I just look at it, I just feel bad for me. Unfortunately, that was a brief period of my life. It's from the time, I mean, it was when I started losing my hair, was like, I was between 17 and 18, but it was really minimal, you can't really detect it. And when I was 18, I started was it this temple? I think it was this temple. Started going back further. I still had a lot of hair, but this temple was starting to recede. And my friend was teasing me about it. You're losing your hair, right? Like, no, I'm not. Fuck you. And so it's always been like this. Fuck all y'all. And by the time I was 20, was when I was working at Constelli in Rice Village, is when it really became, impossible to.
All the customers. There's a hair in my.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I went and enjoyed the food.
And at the time, I was wearing this Greek fisherman's cap that I was really fond of. Wasn't a perfect fit on me though, so it would kind of rest right here. And what was weird is that my hair was initially thinning right along that line. And I blamed the hat. It's the hat's fault I'm going bald. So I stopped wearing the hat. And of course it just kept falling out. So for a while I grew it as long as I could, and it was like kind of trying to sweep it forward in these ways and stuff. But eventually I said, this is just ridiculously, just miserable. So I just said, screw it. And my hair was really long by this point, so I just combed it all back and stopped hiding it. And I realized at that point what a good job I've done at hiding it, because when I went to see, my first time my friends saw me with just pulled back, with full, my balding up here on full display, they were like, they were all like stunned. It was like, wow, I really didn't realize how good a job I did at hiding it this whole time. But seeing those pictures now, it's just like, oh God, I'm so glad I grew out of that.
You're lucky you can wear no hair. I know a lot of people that can't.
Yeah.
Wear it. That the guy Stephen Miller. I saw him appear on CNN one time, and he was going bald, and he kind of dyed his stubble.
Well, that makes it worse.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that was the thing. It was just so what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And he got just a ton of shit for it. And then next time I saw him, it was all gone. Which is much better. But yeah, there's a lot of people that can't wear no hair, or yeah, hair. What a strange. It never ceases to amaze me. I don't think about my hair at all, because I usually shove in a hat, ponytail, end of story. But I remember way back when I first started playing music, and I like to wear my hair in a hat while I'm setting up, because you look down to plug something in and your hair goes everywhere. So you keep in the hat, you can see everything. But I remember this one time I was playing in a place called Garden on the Heights. I was doing a thing, and I was had my hair in a hat, and a friend of mine, Mike, said to me, he goes, oh, I see. You're gonna get up there, you're gonna start playing, then you're gonna whip the hair out and start playing. And I said to him, I had no intention of doing that, but it seems I know where your mind has been the whole time. Is that your fantasy? I fucking settle down. It's such, and
No.
Yeah. And Turbo, when you first came in and you went through this thing, you started dyeing it, and you're dyeing. I said, what the fuck? You got the best color fucking hair on the planet, and you're dyeing it.
I always change it.
I know.
My whole life, though. I'm always.
I know, but you were dyeing. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, again, hair. Who the fuck thinks about it? Obviously, but it's just it's such a weird. It's just such a strange thing to fixate on. But obviously, as you can tell, it's been a conversation in SlapperCast episode 321 for a long time.
I won't dye my hair, Dad.
There you go. All
right, that's
no tattoos. No. Yeah.
These are stickers.
I know. They got them out of the Lucky Charms box. The next time we talk about these movie things, we need another scene. And we need a whole new set of actors. You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, episode 321. Why don't we wrap this up and let's get ready for Weston. We got a couple of more maneuvers and look at that. We're bringing rock. He's bringing rock. Thank you.
And with that,
That's it.
we say goodbye.
All right. Cheers.
See ya.
All right.